Hello students, welcome to mathsbuddy.com. I am Kavitha, working as SA Max in ZPHS Srirangavaram. Today we are discussing about 10th class mathematics. From that we are discussing the topic trigonometry, which is 11th chapter. It comes under paper 2. Trigonometry and applications of trigonometry both comes under paper 2, and trigonometry has so many uses, so many real life uses. We have learned about triangles and their properties in previous classes. There we observed different daily life situations where triangles are used. In case of similar triangles, we observe different daily life uses. And here also, let's again look at some of the daily life examples. Dear students, observe this picture. This is electric pole. Electric poles are present everywhere. So, generally, these electric poles are erected by using a metal wire. Here, the pole, wire, and the ground form a triangle. Just we can assume like this: the pole, if this line indicates the pole, and this is the wire, and this line indicates the ground, then clearly the pole is erected by making a 90 degrees angle with the ground. That means poles are generally erected perpendicular to the ground. So here we get the right angle, and the wire makes some angle to the ground. So let that angle be theta here. Okay. Now just see, if the length of the wire decreases, what will happen? Just we will see here. This is our electric pole, and this line indicates the wire before decreasing the length, and this is the ground. Here, after decreasing the wire length, we have to place the wire like this. That means here the wire position on the ground where we tied, that the distance from the foot of the pole will be decreases. We have to place near to the pole. Okay, in this case, what is the change? So that means if length of the wire decreases, what will be the shape of the triangle and what will be the angle of the wire with the ground? Just we will check here. Later, the angle of the wire with the ground increases here. How? Just see. If theta 1 is the angle made by the wire with the ground before decreasing the length, and theta 2 be the angle made by the wire with the ground after decreasing the length, then here clearly we can observe that the angle here, the angle is less, and here the angle is more. That means after decreasing the wire length, the angle of the wire with the ground increased. Okay, so and observe the distance. The base of the ground is more, then the angle is less. When the base of the ground is decreased, that is less, then the angle is more. So um, when the base is more value, then we get the angle less angle. When the base is reduced, then we get the lesser angle than the previous base. Okay, this we have to observe here, and clearly we can say that theta 2 is greater than theta 1. Okay, now this is the ladder picture. Okay, generally we place ladder to the wall in this manner. Just see here, when we place a ladder to the wall, then here the ladder, the wall, and the ground. This is the ladder, and this is the wall, and this is the ground. They forms a right angle triangle. Okay, here we get the right angle triangle. Since because the walls makes 90 degrees angle with the ground, so we get the 90 degrees angle here. If you observe that these ladders make some angle to the ground. Okay, so just see this picture. A person is whitewashing a wall. with the help of a ladder, which is kept as shown in this figure. Now, if the person wants to paint at higher position, what will the person do? Okay, just the person will change the position of the ladder. Just we can uh, draw like this. If you want to draw the picture, so we can draw a wall with a line. This is the wall, and this line indicates the ground, and this is the ladder. Here, the ladder position, he is painting at the position 1 place. Now, he wants to paint at a higher position. Then, with the same ladder, how he can reach the higher position? He has to place the ladder to reach higher position. Then he changed the ladder position like this. Okay. Then, if you observe that the angle, the angle made by the ladder and the ground, when the position is lower height, at lower height, then the ladder and the ground angle, the angle made by the ladder with the ground is theta 1. When the position height, when he position height is increased, then the ladder, the angle made by the ladder and the ground is theta 2 here. So clearly we can say that the angle theta 2 is greater than angle theta 1. So when he reached the higher position, so the angle is increased. Clearly we can say that when he wants to paint at higher or lower points, he should change the position of the ladder. So when theta is increased, the height also increased. If you observe that when theta is increased, here we get more theta, then height also increased. And the base, if you observe the base, this is the base is decreased. But when theta is decreased, here theta value is lower. When theta is decreased, the height also decreased. So see this, the height also decreases, and the base, if you observe the base, here it is the base. So by comparing to the previous base, the base is increased. So increases. This is the important relation. So the this relation we have to keep in our mind. Okay. The angle of the ladder with the ground increases. When he wants to reach the higher position, he has to place the ladder that makes an higher angle with the ground. Dear students, see this picture. This is a Jainath temple which is in Adilabad district. Do you know the specialty of this temple? Just watch here.
ఆదిలాబాద్ జైనత్ లక్ష్మీనారాయణ స్వామి ఆలయంలో అద్భుత ఘట్టం ఆవిష్కృతమైంది. నేరుగా గర్భగుడిలోని విగ్రహంపై ఉదయభానుడి సూర్యకిరణాలు ప్రసరించాయి. స్వామివారి విగ్రహం పసిడి వర్ణ శోభితంగా మారింది. లక్ష్మీనారాయణ స్వామి పాదాలను సూర్యకిరణాలు తాకి అద్భుత ఘట్టాన్ని వీక్షించేందుకు భారీగా భక్తులు తరలివచ్చారు. 12వ శతాబ్దంలో నల్లరాయితో నిర్మితమైన ఈ ఆలయానికి సూర్యాలయంగానూ పేరుంది. ఇక్కడ కార్తీక మాసంలో వారం రోజుల పాటు, మాఘమాసంలో వారం రోజుల పాటు ఉదయించే తొలి సూర్యకిరణాలు స్వామివారి పాదాలను తాకడం ఆనవాయితీగా వస్తోంది. సూర్యోదయంతోనే తొలి కిరణం నేరుగా ఆలయంలోని గర్భగుడిలో ఉండే లక్ష్మీనారాయణుడి పాదాలపై సోకుతుంది. క్రమంగా అది పెద్దగా మారుతూ కిరీటంపైకి వెళుతుంది. అనంతరం మళ్లీ కిరీటం నుంచి కిందికి వస్తూ పాదాలపై ఆగుతుంది. దాదాపు 8 నుంచి 10 నిమిషాల వరకు ఈ అద్భుత ఘట్టం కొనసాగుతుంది. సంవత్సరంలో 2 సార్లు మాత్రమే కనిపించే ఈ సన్నివేశాలను చూసే భక్తులు తన్మయులవుతున్నారు. మంత్రి జోగురామన్న స్వామివారిని దర్శించుకొని పూజలు చేశారు. ఆధ్యాత్మికతతో పాటు నాటి శిల్పకళా వైభవానికి ఈ ఆలయం నిదర్శనంగా నిలుస్తుందని మంత్రి జోగురామన్న.
So, in the temple at Jainath in Adilabad district, which was built in 13th century, the first rays of the sun fall at the feet of the idol of Surya Narayana Swami in the particular month of December. So, how they built the temple in this manner? Is there any relation between the height of the hole on the door and the distance between the idol from the door and from which sun rays are entering and angle of sun rays in that particular month? So just we can assume that in this manner. If This is the idol and this is the door. This line indicates the distance between the idol and the door. In particular month, when of December, the sun rays fall in a particular direction, which the sun rays makes a particular angle with the ground. If you observe that, based on this angle, they are directly entering to uh, the sun rays or fall at the feet of the idol of the Surya Narayana Swami.